Hi folks, I'm Tom, and I call myself Sawdust and Feathers again, but welcome to my shop. Tonight we're going to try to carve a fast sunflower. Hopefully I'll be able to get it done before the video shuts down on me. But I'm going to get this out of my face and get working here. First thing we're going to do, cut the circle, and I'll start cutting some petals out of there. I'll work our way around it. Let me get this down on our work. Alright. Okay, yeah, I have the center cut out. Those are the petals. Okay, and you see I got the pedals all carved out here. And now I'm going to finish the tips up and I'll get this going. You see it? Got all the little pedals here carved out. Starting to take shape a little bit. Let's cut the bottom. I'll do the leaves first. See what we got? The camera's in a good spot tonight, but you got that done. Now I'm going to take my Dremel and I'm going to hollow out each one of those pedals. Alright? sometimes you get the fuzzies in there. Alright folks, here I'm at. How much time we got? Let me wreck you for a second. We're doing good on time. Usually I record with my phone, usually it clicks off in about a half hour. So we're good with time so far. Alright, now I'm going to change my bit. This is the extreme bit I use, extreme burr. I'm going to put this little aluminum bit in, and I'm going to undercut everything. It'll make it look like a flower, give it some shadow. Or I'll wreck it. One or the other. Alright. Let's do it. Okay, can you see it? That one, the undercut brings out some shadow in it. Okay, let's do the stem and leaves. brush around here somewhere. Clean that up. What do you think? And it turned out alright for a quick flower. Sunflower. Now with me, I usually burn them. I'll take my torch to them and burn them. When I take my torch to it, it burns the edges of the petals. And they turn out real nice, and then I'll end up staining it. But it turned out right for a quick flower. Okay, that's it for the night. I opened up my store on Etsy again. It's called Sawdust and Feathers. One big word. So if you look me up on Etsy, look for Sawdust and Feathers. And I have about 8 birdhouses right now in there that are for sale. And don't forget to like and subscribe and leave me a comment. Okay, bye-bye.